East Bengal have the opportunity to make it into the round of 16 of the AFC Cup should they defeat their rivals from Singapore at the Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata. The red and gold with 7 points from 3 matches, the same as Saigon Zhuangtan FC whom East Bengal will host later this month, are on the top of the Group H table, and a win on Tuesday could confirm a pre-quarterfinals berth to the Trevor Morgan side. Morgan, having had his share of experience in the Singapore League, will be looking to utilize his knowledge of the opponent's game, especially after beating them 4-2 in their away fixture. The defending Singapore League champs on the other side are on the brink of elimination as Nenad Bersina's team have only salvaged a point from their 3 encounters. The Stags might use 42-year-old Alexander Duric as an alternate option in attack, expecting the ex-Singapore international's height to cause some trouble in the Kolkata outfit's defence. On the other side, Captain Fakhruddin is all set to make his comeback after missing the last encounter against East Bengal. Let's see what the two camps are saying.
First of all, I would like to express my kindness because thank you for this warm welcome for all of you. Yesterday we had a first practice, and as far as you know, I think we are coming from Singapore. Singapore is weather is similar like in India. We get used on the hot weather. So of course the playing time is at 3 afternoon, and according to Singapore time it's around 6:30 afternoon. So I don't think so we should have a problem to adapt on this kind of weather. In the same time, the previous match, the first leg, we are playing at the turf surface, artificial ground, because the Singapore also using artificial ground in the Jalan Besar Stadium, and we are playing our AFC matches on that pitch. So maybe slightly Jalan Besar pitch is slightly better than this one, but I don't think so. At the same time, it's the same pitch for the both team. So the both sides are facing the same pitch. So I don't think so we'll have a problem to adapt on this kind of field. First of all, we are all professional, and we are here to do our job. If we think that we are not capable of that, we won't come here on this long trip, because in another 3 days we are facing a S-League match in our competition. So yes, there are the 2 teams on the top, 2 teams with the 7 points and 2 teams with 1 point. And all the matches so far we were playing, we were so close with the opponents to either to win to go on their side or on our side. So, but unfortunately for us, the previous matches and previous match when we played East Bengal, the lady luck went to their side. So I'm seeing this match as a good opportunity for us to come all the way to India, and we try to upset East Bengal. Definitely, it won't be easy because East Bengal is playing in front of their own crowds. But as I said, we are confident that we can do something here, at least to stay unbeaten. We still haven't decided about the starting 11 because we still have one session today, and as we talked yesterday, we have to rotate the players because we are playing 2 competitions at the same time. In my football philosophy, I never divide the players as a young or old. There is the only kind of players, those who are good or good more or good less or good, not good enough. So Alexander Duric is the icon of Singapore soccer, Singapore football, and he's good enough to start a game, and he's good enough to play another, definitely this season and maybe the next one. So we are counting on him. He's a part of the team, and he's very professional, and he's doing his job as best as he can, and he's very helpful to the rest of the team, to the younger players. Yeah, of course, Singapore. Trevor Morgan, he used to work in Singapore, and I don't know whether you know or not that he was coaching Fakhruddin as well. 2002 or 2003, they were playing in the same club. Trevor, of course, he will use his experience working in Singapore. I know him as well because at that time I was playing in Singapore. So he will use definitely he will use this advantage, knowing Singapore soccer and Singapore soccer philosophy against us. But he also got some information about the players and about the East Bengal, the way how they playing and the way how they've been doing so far in all the competitions. And that's why, as I said, we have to be confident about ourselves. We are thinking about ourselves, how to bring up our performance and how to score some goals as well. First at all, I'll just repeat the teams. In my team, there is no first 11. We have a squad of 19 players, so all of them, they're capable to play, and they have to play, and they have to play their part. So regarding the goalkeeper, yesterday, yes, he suffered one light injuries. So today, our doctor and physio, they're trying to help him. So he's feeling much better today. So hopefully he'll start the match tomorrow. Andrew, he did very well. Of course, he scored 2 goals. We got no special plan for Andrew or any other player in the team. We will try to play our tactic. Andrew worked very hard for the team, as I said the other day, and he's a good player, and he's very good combining with the others.
Well, we're hoping it's an advantage for us to play at home tomorrow with a 3:15 kickoff. You know the Calcutta weather is this time of the year is very warm, and I would expect it's going to be difficult for our players tomorrow, so it's going to be doubly difficult for the Singapore players. But I'm not expecting it to be as it was in the last game. I think it will be a lot tighter than that. Their captain's coming back, the Mustafa Farudin, who was here earlier, and I know that he's a good player and he'll make a big difference to their side. And I don't think it will be played at the tempo it was played at last week, simply because of the weather conditions. I'm sure if the game kicked off in the evening, everybody would see a better match. But unfortunately, it's an afternoon kick-off, and as I say, I don't think it will be anywhere near as quick as it was in Singapore last Wednesday. Well, it's not difficult really, because we want to be successful. You know, we have I-League games, we have AFC Cup games, and you know we've still got 2 Calcutta League games left from a competition that started in September. So you know we have to take one game at a time. To be honest with you, if we started thinking about what we had to do, it'd drive you mad. So you know it's just one game at a time. You know we'll finish this game and then we'll move on to our next one. And to be honest, that's the only way we can work through it. Well, we haven't qualified yet. We've got 3 games to do that. If we win tomorrow, it will be a massive step towards qualifying. It would probably make it. If we win tomorrow, it will be sort of mathematically possible for us to go through. If we don't win, then we have another 2 games to get the points that we need. But we're in a good position. But we have to build on that. I mean, it's no good having these 7 points and then losing the next 3 games. So we have to make sure that we continue playing as we've been playing, and everybody's in the right frame of mind tomorrow. No, with the players have had a week's rest now since the last game. It's not as though we've had to play a game in between these 2 games, so they've been well rested. We arrived back from Singapore on Thursday. The players had Friday off, so we've trained 3 days since then. So they're okay. No, there's no need to rotate at the moment, and the team more or less is going along well, and it picks itself at the moment. No change in anything really. As I've said before, the only way we can get through the amount of games we play is by taking one game at a time. We've done particularly well in this competition so far, but without achieving anything. I mean, this season, you know, we've played 3 games, we've got 7 points, but unless we qualify, it won't count for anything. So it's not where we are now. Same as the I-League, it's not where we are now. It's where we are, you know, when the whistle goes after the last game in the competition. You know, that's the only way we can be judged.
Coach, last year you couldn't win a single game, but this year,
Thanks for that.
But this year you are till now top on the table. So how it has changed very easily?
Well, the difference is we're playing teams that we can compete with, when last year we were playing teams that were better than us. It's pretty simple. If the other team's better than you, you're not going to win. That's how we win games. And last year, the other teams that we played were better than us. So I have no complaints that we didn't win games last year. We may be unlucky in a couple that we didn't pick up points, a couple of draws. But as far as the results went, the other teams were better than us, which is why they beat us.
Do you believe that group has helped you to show your better performance than last year?
Well, I think it's probably it's a more even in terms of the competition. It's more even for us when we have to travel to the Middle East. It's difficult for us. The flight times are difficult. The travel times double than we have to do now, and players go without sleep. So, and plus the other team were better than us. So, you know, this is a lot easier for us in terms of the competitive nature of it and the travel arrangements as well. Well, of course people have been left out because I can only name 18 players and we've got 24. So there's 6 who are not playing. We've got 4 goalkeepers and I can only put 2 in the squad. So 2 are not playing.
रीड किया वो लोग का सिस्टम कैसा है, तो डेफिनेटली हम लोग का सिस्टम मालूम पड़ गया 10-15 मिनट्स के बाद, तो हम लोग ने उसी तरह से हम लोग अटैक करना शुरू किया. लेकिन इधर हम लोग का होम ग्राउंड में खेल रहा है और डेफिनेटली हम लोग के लिए एडवांटेज है, एक होम ग्राउंड एडवांटेज है, और ये वेदर में वो लोग के लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल हो सकता है. तो मेरे को लग रहा है वो लोग रीड कर चुका है, लेकिन 1-2 प्लेयर लास्ट मैच में नहीं था, वो लोग आ गया होगा इस टाइम में. तो हम लोग फिर थोड़ा सा रीड करना पड़ेगा वो प्लेयर कैसा है हम लोग को मालूम नहीं. तो थोड़ा एडवांटेज तो हम लोग के लिए है ही अपना होम ग्राउंड में, तो उसी तरह से हम लोग खेलने की कोशिश करेंगे.